Hi everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today we are exploring Hydrant Dog. There are so many benefits affiliated with this movement. It is great for toning the core, great for our glutes, as in our booty. That's right, our booty's gonna get a nice little workout in. It is wonderful for hip mobility, and it also does work on some balance. For today's practice, it is a good idea to bring a blanket, a yoga block, as well as a thick book to the practice. However, if you do not have any of those items, no worries. All you truly need to bring to the mat, you. All right, let's get moving. Hello friends, we are going to begin on our hands and knees. If you brought a blanket to the practice, it may be a good idea to place your blanket, oh sorry Angel, sorry babes, to place your blanket on your mat and put your knees on top of that blanket, and therefore now you have a really nice padding for the knees. Or if you do not have a blanket, feel free to double up on your mat by folding it over. Okay, coming to our hands and knees, we're just gonna take a look at some key action points here. Let's put our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees in line with our hip points. Now take a moment to just glance down at your beautiful hands. What we want is we want to spread the fingertips nice and wide, pretending as if you're about to give someone an epic high five. And then grip those fingers into the mat, and your palm almost creates like a suction cup. All right, now that that has been established, let's loop our shoulders to lengthen the upper back body. Press the tops of the feet firmly into the mat. Our belly sometimes likes to just spill out, and like, to be honest, this feels so amazing. But for the purposes of our practice today, we're gonna just tuck in our tailbone, rock our pelvis forward, and create length in our spine. So that way we're creating a neutral spine. The crown of our head is reaching towards the top edge of our mat, and our gaze is directly down at our mat. Okay, awesome. Let's just take a breath here, in and out. So for today's practice, we are making use of our yoga block or the thick book. Now, it's a little bit of a challenge that I've created for us. So let's just begin by placing the yoga block or the book on our low backs. If you do not have one, no worries, you can still do this practice, no problem. So as we go through this movement, there is a possibility that the yoga block may fall off of our backs, and it can be a little bit frustrating. Acknowledge that. It's okay to be frustrated, but what I am going to encourage you to do is to pick up that block and place it right back on your low back. All right, let's begin by hovering our right knee away from our yoga mat. Checking out our balance, and open that knee off to the side, visualizing a dog doing their business at a fire hydrant. A lovely visual, I know. Flex that foot. May feel some work being done in the hip flexor right now. And return back to our starting position. Let's do 5 of these on our right side, and I will count for us. So hover that knee away and let's flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome work. Remove the yoga block. Just come back for a little bit of a rest on the heels. Feel free to stretch out the forearms by taking zombie arms. That's a really nice counter pose. You can open and close the hands just to stretch out the fingers. Shake out the wrists. And let's try it on the other side. I'm just going to position myself this way so that way you can see what I'm doing. So find your tabletop position again. Wrists in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hip points, spread the fingers, tuck your pelvis in, lengthen through the back of the body. Crown reaches towards the edge of your mat, and place a yoga block on the low back once again. Let's begin by lifting and hovering the left knee away from the mat, and then opening that knee off to the side. There's a tendency to dump a lot of weight into perhaps the left side here, so let's just try to balance that out. Again, remembering to press firmly into the top of the right foot and into your hand. Return back to the earth. 5 of these. We got this. You got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take the yoga block off, take a little bit of a break. Find any movement that feels good for your body. I personally love using a yoga block or a book as a feedback tool for me, because really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create length in my back body, and I want to make sure that my pelvis, my tailbone, remains tucked in as I'm going through that movement. So if I did not have the yoga block on my back body, you can just see that I can reach my knee and my shin far higher up. And that's because my back is kind of compensating, it's getting involved. Whereas if I have the yoga block on my back has to remain strong and steady and stable in order to hold the yoga block up. Otherwise it'll fall off my back. So it's just a really interesting challenge and a feedback tool. Okay, coming back to our hands and knees, we're going to do a little bit of a different variation of hydrant. And this one is called donkey kicks. Feel free to again put that yoga block on your back, or you can choose not to. Totally up to you. So coming to hands and knees, let's kick our right leg back, bend at the knee, giving ourselves about a 90-degree angle in the back of the knee, and then push and reach that sole of the foot towards the sky. Ooh, I can feel a bit of a tremble in my glute. That's prana and energy radiating throughout my body. Okay, bring that knee back down to starting position. 5 of these. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Instead of taking a break, let's just move to the other side. Left leg extends out. Sole of the foot is reaching towards the ceiling, so we find a nice little bend in our knee. And let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good work. Take the yoga block off if you had it on your back. Swing the legs to one side, either coming to a seated position like so, or you can bring the soles of your feet to the mat, knees towards the sky, wrap your arms around your shins, and melt your head towards your knees. We're just gonna be here for 2 breath cycles. Well, that was quite the workout. I hope that you found this video very useful. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the Yoga with Rachel channel. It is the best way to support free yoga content for all, and also to get updates in relation to when I am sending out weekly videos. Also, comments and questions are always welcome. I love to interact with you. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to spend it here with me. I hope that the rest of your day is as lovely as you are. Take care. Bye for now.